You ever sell your house, buy an RV, and say, let's live free and see the world, only to find yourself at the Walmart parking lot at 2 a.m. Googling why your toilet smells like rotten eggs and fear? They call it the RV lifestyle, where every sunset is beautiful, every neighbor owns a power washer, and every repair costs slightly less than a kidney. If you've ever dreamt of living on the open roam with maximum freedom and minimum leg room, hang on. We're about to take you on a tour of the most wonderful sewage-smelling lifestyle in America. Welcome back to the Camping Loop. Let's talk about the RV lifestyle for a minute, or as I like to call it, the American dream. People think owning an RV is so glamorous. You get to travel all the time, wake up to see the world, have beautiful mountain views, and pump my own poop daily. Listen, there's nothing like waking up over the Grand Canyon while your black tank's full and the coffee pot's tripping the breaker. It's beautiful and disgusting. Getting into the lifestyle always starts the same way. Pinterest and delusion. You're scrolling through your posts and some 24-year-old named Skylar and his girlfriend are barefoot in their converted Sprinter van making avocado toast on one burner with zero shame. So you think to yourself, oh, we could do that. Look, honey, this couple lives in 80 square feet and they're so happy together. Well, that's because they've been together for about 6 weeks. Talk to them after 6 months after they've taken a few left turns and the fridge flies open. So you show up at the RV dealership, because you're just looking, but 4 hours later, you're signing a loan longer than your kid's college plan. And you're thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute, $120,000 for a house on wheels? And the salesman's like, oh, no, it's not a house, it's a lifestyle. So finally you're like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm just buying crippling maintenance fees and emotional instability on wheels. And let's talk about arrival day. Pulling into a campground is like pulling into the Daytona 500. Everybody's got their camp chairs out, their binoculars, they're making popcorn, saying, oh, he's going to back in. This ought to be good. And you and your partner are outside pretending like you're not minutes away from a murder-suicide over the walkie-talkie. Left, go left, no, my left. Meanwhile, your neighbor Carl's over there sipping Busch lattes like he's watching the Super Bowl. Oh, she's going to hit that pole. Wait for it. Yep, there it goes. Backing up an RV is a true test of marriage. If you can survive that, you don't need couples counseling. You need to upgrade to a bigger fifth wheel. And once you get set up, you get to meet all the neighbors. And some campgrounds can be like a high school cafeteria with propane. You got the retired couple with their 75-foot diesel pusher and their lawn flamingo set up outside. The guy who's been working remote for 12 years but really has no job, no shirt, and 3 chihuahuas. And finally, a family with 6 kids, 2 generators, and somehow a bounce house plugged into the power pedestal. There's always a guy out there fixing something at 7 a.m. Nobody asked him to, but there he is, covered with grease and shame, yelling at the water pump like it owes him money. And people just assume that everybody at the RV park is friendly. Well, no, some of them are feral. Some of them have been boondocking so long, they only communicate with the squirrels. Let's talk about those RV repairs, the real national pastime. You want to know what owning an RV is really like? Fixing things, constantly. And if you already own an RV, congratulations. It also means you own a headlamp, a toolbox, and you might have a mild drinking problem. Every week something's going to break, the roof's going to leak, the slide's stuck halfway out, the fridge quit working, and YouTube's going to become your new best friend. Like, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're replacing the black valve tank with nothing but a wrench and a prayer. And God help you if you have to call a mobile repair person. They're going to show up 9 days late, charge you $300, and be like, yep, well, that's broken. Good luck. No, you don't have to visit a campground. There's always boondocking, or as I like to call it, slowly dying in a desert. You're always like, oh, look it, we're saving money. Yeah, probably, but you smell like onions, and now you're going to fight over who gets the last 2% of the battery life. You're going to spend your days saying things like, don't run the microwave, or hey, is it okay to use the toaster? Why's the AC on? And you always think you're only going to be off-grid for 3 days, but after day 1, water tank's empty, the fridge is warm, and the dog's peed on the solar panel. And then, of course, there's the bathroom, or lack of, and nobody talks about that enough. You're going to think to yourself, oh, it's no big deal. It's got a full bathroom inside. Sure, if you design full as a plastic closet where you can either sit or stand, you can't do both. Taking a shower in an RV is like trying to rinse off in the kitchen sink while you're being mugged by your own elbows. Some RVs like ours, they don't even come with a bathroom sink. You got to brush your teeth outside and just spit into the woods. And then, of course, there's the storage tanks. There's nothing more humbling than standing outside with the poop hose in your hand, hoping to God it doesn't leak. You'll probably become fluent in terms like gate valve and slinky hose, and you're not going to know your neighbor's last name, but you'll know exactly how full their gray tank is. And let's not forget about RVing with our kids and our pets. Extra chaos in the same square footage. People tell us all the time, oh, we travel with our 3 dogs and our 3 kids. Well, great, so you turned yours into an RV family circus. There's nowhere to hide from each other. If you fart, the whole rig's gonna know it, and if you sneeze, the dogs are gonna get PTSD. The kids are bouncing off the walls, and the golden retriever is shedding so much it looks like you skinned a polar bear and laid it across the dinette. And your kids will probably start whining, why can't I just have a normal room? Your answer's gonna have to be, well, because we live in a Ford with plumbing. Dreams are for people with mortgages. But here's the thing, we still love it. Yeah, it's insane, it's tiny, and sometimes it's a little bit gross. But there is something magical about pulling over, opening the door, and watching a sunset over a canyon you didn't even know existed yesterday. It's weird and it's wild, but it's also freedom, and coffee outside, and waking up to nothing but the birds chirping and the wind blowing, and maybe your neighbor Carl yelling at someone. So yeah, the RV lifestyle can be chaotic. It's a rolling circus of propane, questionable plumbing, and neighbors that wear Crocs. But at the end of the day, it's our circus, and we wouldn't trade it for anything, except maybe a bigger bathroom. As always, we appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you in the next one.